Dun, 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 dun.
Shut up.
Damn, I don't know if that one picked up. That was perfect timing how that one just played out.
I
But
was I was waiting for you right before you opened up your mouth to start talking. Say,
oh shit. Well, it's Tuesday, folks. I have no earthly idea if those two old SOBs are over there on Phil's channel still over there talking about when they were kids. But
Oh, they go live before you now?
yeah, they go live like at. Well, see, they have to because they shut the internet down at the home like at I think 6 or
Oh,
7 in the evening.
Phil's still in the nursing home. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so they have to cut the power off early, so they try to get the show in as quick as they can. But and Dimitri, I don't believe is allowed in this country anymore, so he's just hanging out over in Greece all the time. So I don't know what's all going on with that, but. Anyway, it's Tuesday, folks. It is that time. It is that time of the day. What I need right now, though, because I'm not just seeing a whole lot of folks out there yet, but I'm needing to see those likes jump up real quick, and maybe some other things jump up. But anyway, we gonna get this shit on the road. This is what y'all came for. The smoothest transition in any damn show game, on top of this being the longest running vape show in the land. Here we go. Whoosh. What is happening, folks? It is the True Vapor Show number 392. We got the crew back in here tonight. The whole crew in here tonight. Well, we kind of took in a crew member and then we lost him real quick. So we don't have Stefan anymore. And there was some people pretty pissed off that he's gone, but there's nothing I can do about that. I mean,
he's watching. Don't you worry that. I guarantee you he's watching it.
I'm sure he's watching and he's probably just, we know what he's doing right now. So I'm not even going to get into all that, but I hope everybody's having them a good Tuesday. I know today, holy shit, I thought it was summertime again. I thought we done kicked winter to the curb, but who knows? But anyway, Mike is going to have to leave us probably a little early tonight, so let's go ahead and get all these buffets out the way because we got some shit to talk about. So Mark is over there again chomping at the bit because he's got all these fine products he's wanting to show off this evening. Take it away, Mark.
Wait, you said we got something to talk about tonight? Holy Jesus.
Yeah, that means you need to get your ass in gear.
We got that bad little beauty right there, the T.T.V.
I thought you was done with that thing.
It was leaking earlier, but it's not leaking now. What else we got?
It's out of fluid.
We got the Vupu Vinci Uno Dos Trace.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Dot AIO Dot Pod, whatever the fuck you call it, and we got the Boxer. Thank you. There you go. Ginger, look at that. Please send the check. Thank you. Juice. We got Phil's new salted caramel, which is good as hell. We got some 5 Pawns. Well, actually, no, it's not 5 Pawns. It's Stevie Marquez's banana mixed with 5 Pawns. And then we got some Paradigm. Paradigm!
Let me ask you something real quick. Are you having some internet issues?
No, why is my shit fucked up?
You're very choppy, son, and me and Mike seem to be just working pretty fine here.
Oh, why am I... What the fuck? No, I don't think so.
A second ago, you were pretty choppy there for a minute. You were kind of...
a little bit. I think it's good now.
Yeah, you might have cleared up.
And my internet might be fucked up. I'll fucking... That hurts. But the internet has never once fucked up here. Like, knock on wood.
No, I'm just saying.
And I think that's it, right? Yep, that's it. Take it away, Mr. Michael Vapes.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Mark, did you say something about Boxer giving money?
Yes. He pays for each knot you use.
4 boxers here. My buffet. That's what I'm vaping on right there. We got the Eclipse Stool on the Boxer 21700, and we got the Blaze on the Boxer single 21700. That's it. We got Joe Mother Effin' Turner's liquid in one of them. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Love Juice, and the other one has, I think that's what. No, wrong bottle. I'm blind. There we go. That right there. We got Zoop decked in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's what I'm vaping on. I also got a pod, but I forgot it upstairs that I was vaping on. Anyway, ST, what you got?
Well, since Ginger's throwing out money like it's raining over here, we got Boxer 21700. We got Boxer side by side. Mike's throwing out money too because these are both of his atomizers. Got the Blaze Duel and the Intake MTL by Mike Vapes over there. I think I've almost coined that phrase on even how it's said. I wish that atomizer would be released again so I could be like the spokesperson for the commercial for that. But all the usual suspects, the devices that Mark hates this company, but I'm using UL like they're going out of style over here, but Mark can't stand them.
I'm a huge fan of UL. Shout out to UL.
But, oh, Lordy. So, first off, there's one thing, and I almost forgot this, but I got to say it. Every once in a while, I'll read some news articles that they catch me. They catch me with their little title. So I'm reading this real quick. There was a couple that was found deceased today in their home in New York. And it's a little house. And the reason why these folks were found deceased in their bedroom, side by side apparently, they had to get into the house first. And when they made entry into the home, and again, this home is in New York. I don't know why I'm like saying it like that, but the first thing they came across was 125 cats were running loose in this house.
Damn.
Can you imagine in a small home, 125 cats?
That smell, holy fuck.
Now they're saying they don't suspect foul play, and why these two are I mean, you can't suspect. It's got to be something from the pets. I'm thinking something's crazy going on, but I was reading that and I had to stop for a minute to think. 125 cats. Folks, sometimes like on TV when you see like there's a house with maybe 30 or 40 cats running around and it's pretty crazy. Can you imagine that number?
There was a trailer in the trailer park, and this lady had so many fucking cats. I don't know how many, but you would walk past the house in the street, like across the street, and you could smell cat piss.
I believe it.
Outside the house, on the other side of the street. That's how strong her fucking house was of cat piss.
I believe it. And here's what they said. They were only able to take about 75 of those cats out of there, and they've had to leave about 50 in because the 75 that they've removed so far, that filled up a shelter. They couldn't take any more in.
Oh, wow.
They're trying to do adoptions now to get these pets somewhere because with that many cats and them having to do something, either there's some restaurants in the New York area that's going to be stocked up with some fresh meat, or
Please say there's video,
or they're going to start killing some of these cats right here. But
is there video of this? Like
I only seen a news article.
Oh, man, there's got to be body cam footage somewhere.
I would imagine there's got to be for something like that. Man, that shit tripped me out when I seen it. But I had to tell that little story because I seen that and I was like, holy shit, I can't believe this. But, real quick, Jason. Look at Jason coming in. Thank you for the donation there, sir. He says, talk Mike into an Eclipse bridge already. I don't think there's any talking Mike into that one. I think he's got his... And he's not sharing it. He's not sharing it to the world. He's keeping that one for himself, I think. So,
which one? This one?
There it is. Here we go.
There it is. Now, Jason, if you'd like to get your hands on that one-of-a-kind bridge right there, I'm certain money talks. Money always talks.
Oh, yeah.
You might have to take out a second mortgage on the house, but money always talks. And real quick, K-Tech is out there.
There's two of these.
Oh, so your chances are just a hair bit better now. So anyway, we're glad Mike's back. Mike's been taking care of a little business, but he's back with us. So we've missed you, man. We missed you last week. You
I
know
watched.
why? You know why
I
we?
was.
Hold on. You know why we really missed you? Because I think Lou thinks that something's going on because you wasn't there last week and he was.
I'm
I think
so pissed.
we
I'm
told
so.
Lou that you didn't like him.
I watched the show and I was so pissed I wasn't there. I couldn't make it. I got shit. Just people know I got shit going on, so it's like I
Yeah.
might be spotty on during the live shows and even video making. There's like lots of personal stuff going on.
Yeah.
Can't talk about it yet.
But
But I'm
yeah,
happy to be back.
we're happy you are back.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
like Steve said, I have to leave early, most likely. Probably have to cut out of here 15, 20 minutes before the show ends.
So if y'all have had some questions brewing, you better start asking that shit like right now. But Jason, thank you for the donation again. He said Mike Vapes pretty pleased with sugar on top.
Yep. Yeah, Jason, I talked about this already. You were in here.
Yeah.
I know you really want to see the Eclipse Bridge, but right now we are working on. I think I talked about it the last time I was on for the the Blaze Solo RTA. I still haven't gotten the what do you call it, the samples. Do I say is that the way
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
retail version or whatever with the box and all that to do the presentation video. So haven't gotten that yet. So we'll see.
It's coming. It's a
Yeah,
coming.
but after that, we'll see. Maybe I'll decide to take this project to Thunderhead Creations and see if they could do what I want them to do to it. We'll see.
God, I almost said it. But I'm going to roll with what he's got up to. See, now that I feel like Glenn is 10 ton, I almost said Glenn, but I'm gonna keep with 10 ton. I'm gonna keep with that. But he said Phil Basardo had a nice picture of Mike Vapes on his show tonight, but he doesn't fancy you. What the hell?
Oh, there you go. You know, whoever that is, not American. They wouldn't say fancy you.
Yeah, it said
Yeah.
doesn't fancy you. Obviously, we know who that is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Glenn,
Thanks, Glenn.
Glenn, welcome to the show. But dadgummit, see, me messing with that. I just had something I was gonna say. Now it's out of me. I don't know, but
Does the new boxer 21700 fit a 25 with no overhang?
Yes,
oh hell yeah!
fits
I'm
in
not-
26.
What is
So
what
I
is
think
what is this one, Mike? What is your
I think
Blaze
that-
Duel?
that's a 25. But someone, I think it was Ray want a side by side. There you go. There's a side by side.
That is crazy how much smaller it is.
That is, I know. That trips me out on how much shorter that is right there.
Speaking of small, I got a hookup. Well, I'm sure if you want to call it a hookup. Well, maybe it is, but I'm going to be buying a GT4 and the new GT4 2023 in a week and a half.
Is it new or used?
They're new. Somebody's having them in stock, and they're going to reserve me one of each.
And
And
Is
I'm
that
sure not to lose this one.
is that retail price or discounted price?
Sadly, it's retail.
You didn't throw out like names and say, "Hey, me and Mike's pretty
Yeah.
close, and can
I
I
don't
get a
think this place-
discount?"
I don't think this place really cares.
Well, Mike got the new Voltrove in hand. So, and
I see that.
who was that in my group or Mike's group that posted the picture of that? Because I know somebody in here's got to know that. Because I sure in the hell off the top of my head don't remember. But
Yeah, someone posted it in one of the groups. It was either the Mike Vapes Lounge or ST's
yeah,
lounge.
Mike, can you hold up that glass again real quick?
Yeah.
Look at this, Mark. Look at the glass for this thing. It's like a privacy glass,
This is the glass for the Voltrove.
What?
It's a see-through, but it's
kind
Look
of
at-
mirrored.
Yeah, that's crazy looking.
got like a tint on it. It looks sick.
That looks pretty cool.
Here, look. This is the straight glass pre-installed on it.
Oh, that looks.
That looks.
nice.
I like that right there.
I knew I should have bought one. I seen it on this one site I was on yesterday. I'm pretty sure that was it. And
Yeah,
I
I
was
think
debating.
this is the Voltrove 25 millimeter. This is the V3.
Yep.
I'm wondering if
When are you gonna build it? Not for a while.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'm sitting
I would have
here.
had it done today, but I literally just got back from the airport.
I'm racking my brain trying to think if I've got any Voltro RTAs, and I don't think I do, to be honest.
That's my first. I've never had a Voltrove RTA, for the exception of that bridge
Yeah.
from Voltrove. That's the first RTA from them, and everyone's been telling me about Voltrove. Get the Voltrove RTA. Try the Voltrove RTAs.
Well, I know Joe Turner's real big into them, and he's constantly posting pictures of Ultro stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, because I always wonder, it's like I know those aren't like high end, but they are a bit more pricier maybe than other stuff. But it still makes me wonder, is it like, because I've had high end RTAs and, some have been good, but some are kind of like, man, you know what? I'm getting almost the same vape off cheaper shit. So, it kind of makes me wonder where we're at with it.
They
But
have a fan base. There is a fan base for the Voltrove
yeah,
RTAs. They make big RTAs.
I
You
know
got a
that
Voltrove ST. You got the Burrow Voltrove.
I'm talking about an RTA though.
Oh, okay.
Do you have any Voltro shit?
Nope. Just that art. Well, I had that art.
Yeah, until you made a quick pity off of it, but we won't talk about that tonight. But
All
yeah,
the funds went to a good charity.
I bet you it did. But yeah, I'm kind of curious on. I'm gonna have to wait around and see what Mike thinks about it, see if it's worth it or not. And then you just sit there and say the shit about the G. Well, I still got my. Which one do I have?
4.
Yeah, that's what you're getting again.
Yeah, and they got a new. So they got a 5, but they also have a GT4 2023 version.
Okay,
It's a
what is
new
that?
version of the. I don't know. I didn't look it up yet, but it's a new version of the 4. So I just told them like I want the 4 and that one, and whichever one I just prefer the most, I'll keep, and I'll probably sell the other one since you won't be able to get them anywhere because you can't buy them from a smoker store. They don't ship over here, or whatever that site's called.
So this mysterious person you're dealing with, if I try to deal with them, I shit out of luck.
No, I think you should be.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be fine. But you got one, don't you? Or did you get rid of it?
Well,
You got rid of it.
no. I've still got my 4. I don't know exactly
Okay.
where it's sitting, but the newer one is what I've been curious about. We've talked about this though in the past.
Well, there's the new one, which is the 5, and I watched Todd's video on that thing yesterday, and it looks so fucking awesome. But the people in the comment section said it has some issues.
Yeah,
It looks so nice, man. It's got ball bearings, everything snaps into place, and
but somebody was ultimately saying that the deck of it is basically still the 4, I think.
yeah, but it's got more airflow.
See,
This one's mainly direct lung. The 5 is more direct lung.
see,
The 4 had beautiful airflow.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not-
it
I don't
does.
think it needs really more.
yeah.
See, I'm wondering though, because I think though wide open on the 4, I still could have enjoyed maybe a little bit more out of it. But dadgummit, is it worth? Is it still got that same price tag as what it had when we first bought them?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only atomizer that I can think of at the moment that I actually wanted to go out and buy it again. I wish I looked. I tear this whole fucking room apart last week. It's not here. So either I sold it without knowing or remembering, or I lost it.
How
I
do
wouldn't
you
sell that fucking thing
how do you lose something like that?
during the move. Because right after the move, I don't remember seeing it. I never once had it after the move.
Do you
Unless-
have boxes of shit that never got unpacked that you just stuck somewhere?
Nope. Everything's been unpacked. I won't look behind shelf. I pull out my cabinets.
There it
I'm like,
is, right
"What the
there."
fuck is this thing?" Yep, that's a fucking badass RTA right there. If anybody has the chance to get one, get it. You will like it.
There we go. I just seen where mine
you
was
got
sitting. Yep. God, it's got some old juice in it. It needs a good cleaning, but I need to get that thing. I might need to get it back up and running.
Chris, if you're being serious, email me. If you're not being serious, don't email me.
About what?
He says he's got one collecting dust. I'll buy that motherfucker off you.
I used mine for a long time, and then just started using other shit because that just what happens from time to time, and I guess I never jumped back on it. But
And
go ahead.
either it's the 2023 or the new version. It has a wider opening for bigger coils. That's another change, slight change to it. The opening is bigger. Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
I wasn't saying nothing.
No,
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
I think
Oh no,
I was about to.
I was putting something away. You probably saw my hand.
Holy cow!
Woo!
I do believe that. John says, knowing Mark, he sold it to buy a pack of smokes. That
Probably.
Yeah.
not
have
even
this
really a
one.
pack of smokes. I think he was doing it for some other purpose, actually. But
Oh, this one.
The only person. What the fuck is that?
That's-
That looks familiar.
that's same
That's made by
company.
them.
What was the name of that one?
I can't. I'm trying to see. I need my glasses to see this one.
Here we go.
I know it's bad. We got to be putting cheaters on to see shit.
Typhon. Oh, GX.
Oh, the GX. Yeah, they said the 5 is kind of like the GX.
Yeah, this is the RDTA.
Yeah, that's got a crazy top on it. I remember the night we were all sitting here. What was it, a year or two ago? And everybody's like, "Yeah, let's get a GT4." So I think me, Mike, and Brian all ordered ours at the same time.
I was being cheap.
Yeah, Mark wasn't going. Oh, well, Mark went through somebody else.
Stefan.
He went through Stefan and got.
Because that was after you recommended that other shitty atomizer that I spent so much money on and regret it and sold.
Well, you know what though.
That was a hunk of fucking junk.
There's some pros and cons of that. I know we've beat that one into the bush, but we're talking about the Skatua right now.
Yeah.
If you had to, it was like a fine carburetor. You had to get that one just right for it to run at peak performance. But there was like always some messing around you had to do with it. There were leaks from time to time on it that I know some people say, well, you just didn't know what you were doing. I'm like, dude, I think I've done everything I can to this son of a bitch, and you still run into shit on it. But
Yep.
Craig D, thank you for that European donation there. He said, big bucks towards Jason's wrench payment. I'm telling y'all, wrenches on this channel, man, they are expensive.
I remember we bought those GT4s from
Creme de la Vape.
or
Yep.
something like that. Do you remember where they're from? Were they UK or
UK.
France?
Okay.
Okay, UK. So I'm pretty sure Creme Vape, whatever it's called, their site. I can't remember exactly what it is, but they should have the GT4s there.
Well, when I emailed the smoker store, or whatever, I think they're in the UK too, and they said DHL they have no one to use to ship their stuff to anymore.
No, they still ship. It's
No,
just you just don't. That's only one site. There's so many.
But the place I'm getting it in is in the States. I just gotta wait a week till they get them.
Vaping Arts has them. Vaping Art, you could get stuff.
You son of a bitch! That's where I'm getting it from. He doesn't
Hey,
have.
you act like Vaping Art's a secret. Everyone knows.
I didn't want everyone to go over there and buy them before I got mine.
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
No, he's holding one for me. He said.
well, so we say, what? Are you holding off on payment or some shit like that?
He's got it on layaway.
That's
So look, everyone, make sure when they drop it, go to Vaping Art and just try and get it before Mark.
You
Please.
piece of shit.
That'd be awesome.
y'all definitely need
And then
to
when
do
you
that.
get it, then you all could try and sell yours to him and make some money off it.
That is fun. I can almost see Mark hitting dude up saying, look, is there any way that I could make like a few installed payments on this thing or something, man? I just can't. Dude, you threw down a little nice chunk of change there if you got two of those.
Well, I didn't pay yet. He didn't tell me I have to pay for it yet. But I'm only buying two because I'm going to keep one because I don't know what the 2023 one is like yet, and I'm just going to sell one and keep one.
Well, even two of them, you're into the 3-something there.
Oh yeah, but I'm going to get my money back for selling it. So
Mark tells the guy, y'all do layaway?
I tried dropping my name and Mike's name. It didn't work.
I swear to God, I swear to God, he's probably said, "Hey, I've got a channel. My channel's pretty good size, but I'm like besties with Mike Vapes. Is there any way,
I,
you know?"
I told him exactly like that. I'm like, Mike told me to email you.
I'm sure they don't know who I am. Trust me, so pointless.
Oh man,
Yeah, Vaping Art's in the States.
what
They're
is that other place that's in the States that carries the boxers and stuff?
I was on it yesterday. The Vape
Vape
Spot.
Delights.
Vaping Delights.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Vape Delights.
didn't he have like some high end shit on? I mean, like RTAs too, or
I'm not sure, but someone said Die Codes USA.
I
They're
seen
one
that a
of-
second ago.
They're
has
out of
a high
stock.
end RTAs on their site.
Yeah, they do. They got some nice ones.
Mark, why don't you go ahead and do that? You've been looking for something different forever, and you talked about that one forever. Why don't you get you a Dicodes device?
I was looking at them last night, and I feel like the prices went up, but I'm like, eh.
Well, if you tell me a price, I can tell you if they've gone up or not because I remember them.
I don't remember the price, but I just wish they would come out with a dual battery. They're all single battery. What's nice though is they sell the chip. Ginger should buy some chips and make like
Well, he
10 or
did.
20. Did he?
He did mess around with something that had a Dicodes in it, but
I could have sworn he made a mod with the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought he
side,
made
I
one.
think he made a side by side.
yes, he did. But I don't know. It's funny because he did, but I don't remember whatever happened with all that now. But
Yep.
I just don't know
that
anymore.
Vaping Art is their shits. They got some really like high end shit on there. Way too high end for my fucking blood.
Brett says Mike owns Vaping Delights. Mike owns a lot of things that y'all don't realize he owns.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Congratulations, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Look who's in chat.
I see that. Ronnie showed up last week before Lou made it, and then he went disappearing after Lou showed up because I think Lou was kind of calling him out, and then he wouldn't respond at all in chat. So I don't know what happened there, but
Well, there you go. Vapor Owl said the Dico's prices did go up. I knew it because they seemed a little higher than usual. I thought.
well, when we were looking at them on Creme de la Vape site, we were looking at some there, I believe.
I was on a Dicode site last
Well,
night.
no, I'm talking about when we were looking at it like a year or two ago when you was really thinking about doing it. And I think then they were in the 300 something range. So they're up higher than that now.
I think they were in the high threes. They were in the low threes, I think, before. If I'm not, there's so many different versions and models. It's hard to keep track of all of them. But
See, I'm wondering if those things are still, I mean, they got to be selling still, I'm guessing, because I mean, they're still there, but I wonder if the demand for those have dropped drastically with like things kind of petering off a little bit or what.
a lot of them were in
Everything.
stock, if that means anything.
Everything's dropped drastically.
Yeah. I mean, is the billet box Saturday morning drop? Has that are billet boxes staying on the site all day now and into the next day, or are they still rolling?
I don't know.
I don't waste my time going on that site.
Vapor
Do you
House.
own a Vapor Owl? Do you own the Dicodes? Are they really hard to operate as people say they are?
Well, I know. Well, even Ginger's saying there's a lot to maneuver with it, but if you kind of just get it set up where you want, you just don't touch it after that and just leave it alone. But I would think I'd be wanting to tinker around with it quite a bit, but I don't know.
Why not put like 2 or 3 buttons on it? Why continue to make it a single button device?
Angel Gomez, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's up, Angel?
Yeah, I tell you, like when Mark got to looking, it almost had me interested for a minute, and I was like, "There's no way I want to do something like that with." When you got a shit ton of devices already, it's like, why do I want to put another one in there? And especially for something if I didn't use it all that much, and it was just kind of like,
Well, I bought it from the site. It was supposed to ship in like a couple weeks. I waited months.
That's
never
right.
emailed me back. I couldn't call the place. I was starting to get a little weird, and finally got a hold of me and refunded my money.
That's right. I remember that shit now because we were about to do a big call out on that dude.
Yep.
I do own one, and they are a bit complicated when you get into the decode, wire, and temp control. Well, that's one thing we wouldn't have to worry about because there ain't nobody on this panel going to be messing around with temp control on that shit. We just want to hit some wattage and let that joker roll. So,
I mean, is it a nice, quick, like, does it, fire up pretty quick? I mean, is there a noticeable difference between I mean, I don't see what could be different, but between the DNA and the dicodes, as far as, like, I don't know.
I think if I remember correctly, Ginger even said that it does fire a bit faster, but let's say that you weren't that skilled into vaping yet, you're probably not going to notice the difference. But if you're somebody that's been vaping a while, you might,
Yep.
I mean, I've never been that much of a vapor snob to really, like some kind of connoisseur that like, oh yeah, I could tell when this fired opposed to this one fire. And, if I can hit a button and I'm getting that thing to vape, I'm normally pretty damn good. Except, like, at least for me and Mike, which I won't remind everybody of the name of the atomizer, but I think me and Mike received a black one that we tried to run on a DNA that hadn't even hit retail yet, and the thing wouldn't work. And it was by Vape and Fayin, but
Never heard of it.
I still got that.
I still got that one too. I remember when I got that damn thing trying to run it on my DNA and it started messing up, and I was like, he's going to think I'm messing with him when I tell him there's something wrong here. But when Mike said...
We're talking about the bulk, right?
Yeah.
But I threw that in the garbage.
Dude, those things are selling for $500 a pop.
Well, I was so... I wasn't happy to hear that it messed up with somebody else, but I kind of was because I didn't want to be that one just to say, oh, well, you're the only one that got a messed up one out of the deal. When Mike was having the same issues I was like, whoo, okay.
I was pissed at these guys, like, motherfucker.
Yep. I did a call-out video on Mark, too. On YouTube, I trashed them and everything. I don't know if it's still up. I think YouTube took it down. It was too,
they probably
too
pulled
harsh
it.
On Mark.
Oh, man, that was so fun. Back in the day, man, it seemed like we were doing friendly videos for everybody because everybody had an atomizer coming out.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. It's like every week, like there was a new person that had a new device out.
Yeah, it did, man. We've gone pretty ham there for a while on that shit, but
I think like everyone had, almost everyone.
I never had one, but yeah.
Well, you were on the edge of having something.
Yeah, I was on the edge until they were like, nah, well, never mind. We're gonna go with some other bullshit.
I got this new from a collab with a YouTube reviewer. This thing is beautiful.
Oh, that's
is that the Empire, whatever they call it?
the Grim new one, isn't it?
That does look pretty sweet though.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is it a billet or like a
billet aluminum? Yep.
Nice.
It's a squonk mod.
Squonky. It's a squonky.
Now, is it a proprietary chip or is it a DNA in that?
It's the same chip that was in the what do you call it? The Bogan mod.
Okay.
Bogan bar device, same thing.
Gotcha. The stubby.
Yeah.
Base says sold out everywhere. Damn. Is it just released and sold that quick already?
Yep.
Wow.
Belisi. Oh man, it brings up memories.
Holy Jesus.
Hold on. I know you haven't vaped on it yet, but does it look like it's going to be... Is there something special about this squonk device, or is it just a squonk device?
I tell you the truth, I'm not sure. It's a squonk device. I think I like the bottle and fill method on it. Looks pretty cool.
Okay, so has he kind of developed another way like Brian kind of did with his?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
But like I said, I can't really go too much into it because I really don't. I got to use it.
I got you.
Like I said, I just got back today. I saw the packages that arrived, opened them up, checked them out. Yeah.
Ray Ray says they're talking about doing a DNA chip in the next batch. Well, damn.
Speaking of DNA, I wonder what's his name's. Wonder what Evolve's been up to.
Brandon,
Yeah.
well, I mean, they're still pumping chips out.
Yeah.
I'm guessing somebody's, well, we know one person's still using them, but, I'm certain that but I bet you business has slowed down because typically when a device comes out with a DNA, we know about it somehow. And I haven't really seen any mass produced other
DNA
than,
devices. Yeah.
other than one. So,
And then after
Lost Vape.
yeah, but what is Lost Vape still running stuff with DNAs?
Yeah, they had released the newest ones.
I don't keep up with Lost Vape, so I
Yeah,
really.
there's DNA's Lost Vape, but it's not like it used to be where it was just quicker. The new
Yeah.
DNAs that
Yeah.
come out now, it's like
it's much longer wait period.
yeah. Now I think it's just ginger that you're seeing the new DNAs.
Exactly. That's kind of where I was thinking too.
Yeah.
So
And then after that pod system like really failed, I wonder, how that went. It seemed like they put a lot of work into that.
oh, I know, man. I
I
almost
don't think it did good because I never hear about it or see it or anything.
I actually felt kind of bad on that deal because. Oh, okay,
I gotta go.
okay.
All right, I gotta go.
Later,
All right,
Mike.
guys, everyone. Good night, guys. Sorry that I'm leaving early, but I got something that needs to be done.
Later, Mikey. Take care,
Peace
brother.
out. All right, later, boys.
Later.
Let me resize my screen real quick. Let's see. Let's kind of do that. And let's see.
More DNA 60 side by sides.
I'll just leave it like that, I reckon. There we go. Damn it, what was I just thinking about?
Yeah, Mike's okay. He's just got something to do.
Yeah, he's just got some shit he's got to get taken care of. We were talking about Brandon. I felt bad about that because, I talked to Brandon for a good while behind the scenes, and he was telling about all the work they'd put in, and all the damn what seemed to be years of investments and testing and this and that, and then it just. I don't know if it was like a belly flop, but I don't think it got the traction that they were wanting out of it. So, but
I mean, it seemed like like I just never heard about it.
yeah, I didn't either. I need to. There we go.
I don't know if it was like too sophisticated of a device for like a pod user. Maybe I don't know.
I did see. Oh, we got a. Where the hell have you been, Marvin Norton? Or have I just been like not paying attention to chat and kind of lost you there for a second? But everybody, Marvin Norton is here. I don't know if he just got here, but I want everybody to wish Marvin Norton a happy birthday to the oldest piece of shit in vaping. Thank you very much.
And the man with the most birthdays.
Yes, he is. He's got me beat there. He's got me beat. I've got the most vaping shows. He's got the most birthdays. So, but let's see here. New Way Dave, I just seen that one kind of caught my. Evolve is making portable dab devices. Now, are you serious? No way. No way.
You know what?
And look, he just donated to say that. So, but I'll say it again. Thank you for the donation there, Mr. New Wave Dave. He said Evolve is making portable dab devices. Mark, can you pull that up to see if that is 100% confirmed?
Oh. Yep, it is. It is. It's called the Cricket. Wow.
So you're telling, or
$400 for this fucking thing.
there's a DNA chip in a dab device. Is that what it is, or is it something else?
It looks like one of the old school DNA chips. At least the screen looks like that. I gotta read down further to see if it's an actual. I mean, I would assume it's a DNA chip.
Wow.
Features of power and a full-size dab rig, type temp control, dab tool on board, heats in 1 second. Made in the USA. Yep. It's a different type of DNA chip, but yeah, they got it.
And
Cricket.
did you just say it was $400?
$400 for that bad boy.
Holy shit! I mean, does it look like $400 worth of whatever
It
it is?
looks. It looks like a. I mean, I don't know really much about dab devices, but it looks finely crafted. It looks really nice, whatever the fuck it is.
Well, maybe I need to hit Brandon up.
Start doing dabs.
Brandon, would you be willing to come back on the show and let's talk about your dab device, and we'll do dabs on the show while while we talk about it.
I mean, if you think about it, some people might be mad about it, but they're a business. You know, they got to make money, and what the hell's making money now? Weed, shit. Weed is becoming legal everywhere.
I mean,
Why not get into that field? Shit.
I did see on Facebook, I guess out in Vegas, they're doing one of those shows with all the not the TPE or whatever that is, not the, or I don't think that's it yet, but they're doing another show because I know Matt went with the new company he's doing, and
Oh,
they're into all that shit.
Oh.
So
I mean, if we could smoke it, or I wouldn't smoke it, I'd vape it. But if I could vape it and not get paranoid, I'd be happy to be in that shit. But my brain just won't allow it. No matter what I try or how I try it, I still freak out and get paranoid.
what somebody's got to know it in this chat. What is the name of that particular show that's going on? Oh, we got another celebrity here in chat. Rising Phoenix One, the
Holy
number
hell.
one gamer on YouTube, has graced us with his presence in this chat. So everybody give him a big shout out there, and make sure you go over there and subscribe to Rising Phoenix One.
Holy shit! I didn't know he had his own logo now.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, if you're the number one gamer on YouTube, what aren't you going to have?
God damn, that motherfucker's come a long way.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
I wonder if he's going to do the face reveal at 1 million subs.
Oh, I think we're past that point. Man, that man's doing live shows over there. What you talking about? I wish, well, it's not my channel to say what he does with, but that would have been cool that if he'd have done his channel and still kind of under the radar where he never did a face reveal yet and just kind of like kept playing it on and then
Oh, so
finally
he
did it.
has done a face reveal.
Oh,
then.
dude, he's been doing lives forever.
Yeah, but I didn't know he actually showed his face.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Damn. Lewis said, I'm still fucking smoking cigarettes since rehab.
Damn.
What? What? You need to hit Mark up. Mark can get you squared away right there. So,
I can't believe that dab device is from. Well, I don't know. I guess. Well, some of these little weed devices are pretty, like the packs and shit like that. They get pretty expensive. So maybe $400 is. I mean, it's American made too on top of it. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing you got to think of right off the bat. Anything made in the USA, you're gonna pay a price tag for. So, but I don't know what devices in that realm of the world would cost, because I think there's all kind of different types of things to do dabs. So, I mean, it might be in line with where it's supposed to be at. So,
I wonder if like Brandon, if he smokes weed or not, or does anything like that to. Because I'm assuming you got to test these things, or I wonder if him or the dude that owns Evolve partakes in it.
could be. I don't know. Brandon doesn't strike me to be the person to sit around and do that, but Living Hints. I just seen you off in there. You been in here for a little bit. What's happening with you, brother? Good old Living Hints. Look at him sneaking in here. And 10 Ton just changed the picture again. Why is it that I can tell when that picture's been changed quickly?
Because it's big and nasty.
That is a pretty, it looks like a lobster almost. It's pretty red, whatever it is.
Oh, that's a person. That's a big person.
I don't have my screen just blown up super high to see all this,
Wait a
but
minute, is that me? That looks a lot like me. Is that me? No, that ain't me. This guy's got a little bit of hair on him.
blow it up more and see if that could be. Could
It
be.
looks pretty close.
10 Ton might be reaching there.
Pretty close. My average
Bachelor
cost.
says I used that last DNA pod as a paperweight. You didn't even have that damn DNA pod, Bachelor, or did? Oh, I think you did. Mark, didn't you send yours to him?
No, I don't
I,
think so.
I thought you sent yours to somebody.
Which one? Oh yeah, no, I think I sent it to. I sent it to Patrick King, I believe. That
Oh,
was his
yeah,
last. That
you
was
did. Yeah,
yep.
you did. Yeah,
That was one of the last giveaways. I sent him that with all the pods, and then I never heard from him again.
I was fixing to say that's the last time we heard from Patrick King
Yep.
is when he got that package sent. Now it's starting to make sense why Mr. King has disappeared now. So he's like, I've done all this shit for Mark, and this is what I get.
That was nobody could even buy that thing yet. I don't think, and he was the first one to have one. He should have been happy. Oh, they got what is it? Is this? Oh, the Reflex was the name of it, right?
Are they
Yep,
still on the site?
they're still on the site.
How much are they going for now?
I don't think.
See, the price tag is what was hard to swallow for a lot of people for that one. Even though if you were at a certain age, I remember them offering a discount.
They are. I don't see it add to cart on this one. They might have stopped making it, maybe. Yeah, I don't see it. The other one had you can buy it, but this one you can't. So I don't think they.
If I remember correctly, wasn't it like $125 price tag on those things?
It was pricey. I remember that was like the first thing people were like, "Wow, that thing's fucking pretty pricey."
But I think if you were age of what, 40 or
Yeah, you got a
45 and
discount or
up,
something.
yeah, you got a healthy discount to it. I don't remember exactly how healthy it was, but Michael Blam says I still have a brand new black bulk wrapped in plastic. Well, Mike,
There we go.
hold on to that thing. You might it might just keep going down in value the longer you hold on to it.
They're selling for 500 on eBay.
Vapor X says I only vape solid gold vicious ant mods. What? Are you like a hardcore vicious ant man? I don't hear much out of them anymore. Not that I go running to look for their stuff, but I don't guess I really heard much about that.
Vicious Sand is way too out of my price. And even when I had that one opportunity to review one of their mods. I'm shocked that they sent me one, and it was a piece of shit.
It wasn't the door something jacked up
Yeah,
on it.
they're like there was no magnets on the door, and they designed it like that. I'm like, why, who the fuck would design a mod like this with no magnets on the door? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Marvin Norton says 75 if you were over 60. Was it 60? That seems a little bit high there.
Yeah, I don't remember the age, but I know there was that senior discount.
Jimmy says, can you show a close up of the yeah. I mean, that's
Cherokee, better buy those up.
that was the platinum one right there, so that's it. I mean, my hands are fairly large and it fits real good in there. Compared to the other one, and I still
You still got that fucking thing?
I still got my original 21700
Oh, I
boxer.
know. I thought talking about the.
No, you can definitely tell. You can.
I thought
I
we were
mean,
talking about the pod system, the revolve or whatever the fuck we're talking.
we're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, the slim is small for a dual 21700. It's real small. Mark, did you ready to get rid of this one too, or are you still
Yes.
trying to hold on to it?
Nope.
You get rid of it
got it.
already?
No. I still got mine. Use it every day.
Oh, okay, there you go. Pastor says, ST, it was over 50 on the ones I got. I don't remember the age being that high. I thought it was like if you were 40 or 40, but I mean, not to say I'm not wrong. It seemed like that.
Yeah, I think it was over 40. That much, I think.
Vapor X says, opening soon, Vaping Fagan Vape Museum. Shit, he ain't got a damn museum. Now, Mike
Yeah, Mike.
Mike is the one with the museum that goes back from day one when we started this whole thing.
I had a museum, but then I'm like, you know what? This is taking over like too much space. Now, if I started my shit here, I probably still have all my shit because I got tons of room. But
Yep.
back at the trailer, man, that shit was surrounding me. I couldn't breathe without looking at fucking vape gear in front. Like, this shit's got to go.
Even though I don't feel like I've downsized because I've still seemed to collect more over when I did my last big haul, I went and bought a big tote from Lowe's and I packed a bunch of all my old stuff away and just I packed it away and put it into a closet. So that's kind of my little nostalgic thing right there for like real old shit.
Yeah, I got a wooden cabinet over here, and I have 2 shelves of mods, one shelf of juice, and the other shelf of just random shit. And then I got boxes of disposables like all over the fucking house.
Yeah.
I usually give those to my buddy and his girlfriend when they come over.
Or like party favors when people come over, like,
Or
hey,
hand them out to the kids on Halloween.
yep. I can imagine going into Mark's house. He's probably got like little candy trays full of disposables. And if you were that person to say, hey, I'm going to step outside for a cigarette if you don't mind, Mark like, no, man, don't go outside. Just take one of these disposables right here and you can sit in the house and do this shit.
Have a vape. If I vape disposable, I'd be pretty much set right now. I got so many of them, but
Well, we got disposables on the way. We do know that through one company.
yeah.
Folks might like these ones though, if they could. You might like it just because of the potential, the flavor that it's going to be. So that might be the shock to y'all, and we'll leave it at that right now. But
a gunmetal BTFC.
I've got a gunmetal BTFC still.
Do you? Wow. Yeah, those are a rarity right there.
I've got a gunmetal, and I've still got a black one. I think one of your RDAs. Oh, I've still got because I was never going to use this. I think I've even messed around at times, but it's sitting somewhere. I've got a rainbow BTFC still in the box.
Jesus.
Of course, it was never getting used.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Did they come in rainbow? I don't know.
I was trying to think if you had some kind of like.
Because I remember I came out with an atomizer and I strictly told the company no rainbow. And they're like, oh, rainbow good. I'm like, nope, no rainbows.
Something I've got of yours.
The Nada might be rainbow. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been so
long. I think I've got 2 Nadas somewhere. I used one, and then one was still in the box. I know I've got a few bulks still, and I've got a couple of the BTFCs. Matter of fact,
bulk still in the box that I'm just keeping that I can put in my casket. Actually, I think I got it right here. Yep, I got one. Is it a stainless?
Oh, speak of the devil.
Got one.
BTFC gunmetal right there.
There it is. That's worth about $1,000.
And look at the drip tip on it.
Oh, and he's got the right drip tip with it too.
Yep.
That's a collector's piece right there, folks.
Matter of fact, I think I threw a fresh build on this in one of the videos I did, a couple of months back, because it's been a couple of months, but it was for some juice I was trying, and that got used.
Damn. I still use mine all the time.
You know what? I still wouldn't mind trying, but I don't know, again, is it worth it to even look for one to do it? But not another RDA. Why am I saying not another? Is it not another vaping art? What was it?
Not
another RDA for vaping.
Not another. Yeah, I think that's what it was called. Not another.
What was that? God, that's sad when it's gotten to this, and I can't even remember that shit. Whatever that first one was, they came out with a version 2, and I never even tried it.
Not another dripping atomizer? No.
What was it, folks? I know folks are going to make fun of me, and they're going to come up with it real quick, but I don't care. I just want to know
what the logo on the very top of the cap.
Yeah. Not another RDA for vaping. Is that what it was?
Not another dripping atomizer. I think it was. Somebody.
Come on, folks. We can't be this much of a...
An RDA for vaping?
Is that what it was? That don't sound right.
No, I don't think that was it.
RDA for vaping. I guess it was it. I don't remember shit.
Not another vaping atomizer? That might have been it.
Whatever the hell it was. They came out with a version 2. It seems like not too long ago. Not another dripping atomizer. That's the Nada. Dude, an RDA for vaping. Is that what it is? It is it because Ed Barkley says the 2 is awesome. Okay, why do I? Because see, I've got your old show.
Oh, I think maybe because the Nada used to have not another dripping atomizer on the top. I
Thinks
think.
folks are thinking of the Nada, and I'm sitting here talking about the other one.
I
The
remember.
one, what was it from? Didn't Coil Turd or somebody make that
Yeah.
or whatever? Okay. I'm talking about the version 2 to that one. Because the version 1 I loved, and I still have it sitting somewhere, but the 2 was supposedly, Stefan had it. I
Yeah,
think the airflow or something was a little bit better on that one. An RDA for vaping, that's okay. That's sad when, man, things get this bad in life. Or I can't even remember shit. Yeah, Coil Turd, yep.
Yeah, the Nada did say not another dripping atomizer on the top. I had to actually look at photos. I just remember.
Holy shit. Isn't that bad? That was your own damn product.
I know.
Oh man. Yeah, there was a lot of damn good RDAs back in the day.
Oh yeah.
If I like the version 1 ST, you will love the version 2. Well, see, dadgummit. I'm just not a hardcore RDA guy anymore. Not that I really ever was, but I've always been more into the RTAs. But if I find a good RDA, a lot of times I'll stick with it for a good while or, use it off and on. That's what I was going to say. The Goon.
Oh yeah, the Goon.
I had all the versions of the Goon for the exception of that little shorty one. And because I heard that was a piece of shit.
I hated that one too.
But man, I loved my Goons. I rocked them things all the damn time. And I still got all them sitting somewhere. I guess they're probably on one of these trays over here, but
And it's so weird because I've never seen people complain about the little whatever the fuck they're called. They would eventually warp. They would bend. The clamps that would hold your coils.
Yep.
I noticed mine they had a little curve to them.
Yep.
Over time they would bend.
Cheryl says, I won an RDA from Rip Tripper. Are you serious?
Wow.
Cheryl says, a gold piece of shit. What, did he send you some hunk of crap or something?
Did he have his address on there?
Hold on. I won which one did you win?
This had to be a long time ago.
You remember when he came out with his shit? Remember that big tall ass RTA he had?
Yep. The very first atomizer he came out with before he was Rip Trippers. I actually bought one of them. It was like a Genesis atomizer. It wasn't actually pretty good too.
The Kennedy RDAs are still the best for flavor, in my opinion.
They're good. I wouldn't
good.
say the best.
There's a lot of good ones, and of course that's kind of subjective to folks, I think. But
Kennedy wasn't very over drip friendly. It was a very cramped, like juice well, and once you got the cotton and coils in there, there's practically nowhere for your juice to kind of fall.
if you could do, because I don't want to go through some long ass list, and you gotta be, you can't lie about this shit. You got to tell the truth. So don't be just throwing your shit in there because it's got your name on it. But if you had 2 top RDAs for flavor, what do you think they would have been through all these years?
Oof.
Beyond your shit.
Oh well, the drop definitely number one. No, I was a huge fan of the Reload RDA. That was another favorite of mine. I don't know. I mean, the drop would be. I don't know. I think the drop. I'm gonna say the drop. Just off the top of my head, I'm gonna say drop and reload.
For me, it would probably be the drop and the goon. Man, I love the goon.
I like the Goon. For me, it wasn't perfect to build on, but it was easy to build on. Don't get me wrong, but it still wasn't perfect. Those little clamp things were. I don't know.
It was because we were still in those days and times where things hadn't just gotten perfect.
Yep.
You still had a little bit of work to do with it. But it's like after you got it, especially if you put a good set of coils in there that would last you forever. The only thing you need to worry about was just re-wicking that Joker.
Oh
But
yeah, definitely.
I love that Joker.
Did I send you a reload, Ed Barkley? Son of a bitch. I think I actually have a second. I have a spare one that's in my cabinet.
Somebody just said something else that. Oh, Marvin. Yeah, you look at Marvin, the ghost.
There you go.
God, I remember every video you used to do having that ghost on there. I always thought that thing was badass, and it was like, man, those things that it'd be impossible trying to get one of those jokers. But
Oh yeah. That was my big break because the guy that made them, he he didn't vape. He didn't own a vape shop. He knew nothing about vaping. He owns a machine shop. He's like, hey, I want to get into building an atomizer, and I didn't design it or anything. But he's like, I got ideas. I'm gonna build it. Would you mind if I send it to you, like testing it and doing a video for it? I'm like, hell yeah! And I was like the first one, and
dude, you rocked the shit out of that
yeah,
one.
I had the first one, the second one. I think it was the third one he did. It was completely like different. It was almost like an RDT. I didn't like it at all. And then that's when our relationship kind of stopped after that one because I didn't really like that one.
That thing was like that first one. It was like having a shiny revolver
Yeah.
because it just boy that thing would glisten in the light. But
And it was so awkward. It wasn't like your typical atomizer. It didn't take a ordinary drip tip to adjust the airflow. You had to take your Allen key and unscrew the fucking nut and turn
yep,
it. It was completely different.
yeah, I
But for a
see.
dude that made them by hand in machine shop,
Oh yeah,
it
definitely.
was, that was pretty good.
Bachelor says two best RTA Sherman and the bulk. I like my Sherman, but
Sherman was good.
the Sherman was good. But man, it's hard to say what my all time favorite RTA would be
Yeah, that's tough.
because I've had a lot of damn good ones, and I don't know if I could just place one over the other. I mean, I could probably when it comes to RTAs, I could probably do maybe my top 15 RTAs because I would keep naming some. And shockingly, out of all those RTAs, probably some of the ones that were at a lower cost to me would blow away some of the upper end ones.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So,
Except when I got that GT4, I know I used it, but then I took a long break on it. But I think the only reason why I took a break because wasn't really my style at that current time. But now that I've toned down a little bit, like I really want that bitch back.
I'm almost at a point now that I might have to let this thing soak overnight and maybe bring her back to life tomorrow or in the next few
Mm.
days and put it on a device and start running the shit out of it for a bit.
I have two Pandoras still in the box. Are you being a joke? Is that a joke, Cherokee? Pandora's box still in the box.
No,
There you go.
wasn't that
Pandora.
Pandora?
I don't
Wasn't
remember.
wasn't that wasn't that Miller's?
Oh, is that what he called that thing?
Was that what
I
it
still
was?
have mine. The the
It was
the
a
engine clone.
the engine clone. Was it the? Did he call it the Pandora, or was it
Maybe.
something else?
I still got one.
I think it started with a P, but I don't know. I'm sure somebody will remind me real quick.
Yeah, the are you talking about the what are they called? The silica wicks, Cheryl, or something different? I hate do those things. I swear, the silica wicks would make me wheeze because you would like go like this with one of the dry wicks and you see them all fall apart. Like I hated that shit. Ooh,
See, there's a lot of folks that are kind of like all over the map of where their favorite shit, and all of them are good what they're listing, but it's hard to put certain items in vaping to be like your favorite. I think damn near everything has to be. You in vaping, you'd almost have to have at least a top 5 to top 10 of everything because you can't
yeah.
just say, "Hey, this was my ultimate favorite thing."
So I really can't remember. The ones that stand out to me are like the Reload RTA I liked. The Sherman was another good one. I'm trying to think of. I know there had to be a bunch of other ones, but I just for some reason they just the Troll X RTA. I'm using it now. Trying to think. I remember that. Oh, silica, like that shit was horrible.
Oh yeah. Ray Ray says, Vape and Fagan, if I sent you a dripper to review and build, would you do it?
Yep, send it over. I'll send it back to you. Oh, it depends on what it is, though.
Yeah, if you Ray Ray might be setting you up for some funny shit, but I don't know. He might have some shit that you've never seen or heard of.
If it's some like shitty ass like Wotofo RDA, then probably not. But if
I
it's
don't
something
know.
like different,
Ray Ray all the time posting look like some high dollar devices he has, so he might have him a stash of shit that
yeah, he might be holding out on us.
Oh, Miner just said Cherokee Vic was the Pandora from Unicorn Mods. Okay, so maybe what was the name of the one that Miller did? Now I'm gonna be. Was it started with a P? I could have swore. If it wasn't Pandora, what was it? It was, folks, help me here. Some of y'all have like sponges for minds and can remember every fucking thing. Somebody help me here. I know there's a few old schoolers here that have to remember what that name was.
I'm looking it up right now. Yeesh.
I'm looking to see. Oh, that was the Pharaoh. That was Rip Troopers.
The Pharaoh. What was the name of that fucking hunk?
Pangea?
Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Was it the That still doesn't sound right to me, but I see other people throwing that out there real quick. It was man, that doesn't seem right. But
I'm most certain that was the name of it.
Pangea, that probably was it. Yeah, I knew it started with a P. I just couldn't remember.
If you Google it, is that? No, that's not it. I was gonna say that's a picture of Mike.
I would almost doubt that you're going, because that, I don't even remember how big that even took off.
Yeah, I don't think it took off.
Because remember the issues at first with it? They were finding there was metal shavings or something in it, or.
I got the very first one he sent us, and then I think I got both of them. Then the last one he sent.
Exactly. Yeah, the first ones we got, apparently that was the QC department didn't do too good of a job checking into that shit.
I think that's the name of it.
Jason says I have a tugboat RDA as well.
Yeah, the tugboat. I don't know. The tugboat I think was more of like a fashion statement, just because like Grimm and Ruby Roo always used them, and they came in like a million colors. And I remember I finally got one. I'm like, what is? I don't know. I think the tugboat was just, I don't know. All right, I don't know. Something about the tugboat.
Hold on. Marvin Norton says, Pangea, I got it in front of me. Are you still using that? Holy shit, Marvin.
The Mad Hatter. I remember that one.
Oh, yeah. I remember the Mad Hatter. I still got a clone of the Mad Hatter around here somewhere with that little crazy-ass flip top to it.
Yep.
Yes, 10 ton. It's been a vaping show. This has been a vaping show this time. I apologize to all the people that came here that didn't want the vaping on here, but Miner says I still enjoy the Axial and my Reaper. What was the Axial again? I remember the name, but I don't remember what it is. That's okay.
That one.
3D says Dino Nuggets are ready. Is that what she was hollering to you about?
Yeah. I'm no rush.
Cheryl says it's as old as Marvin ST. Marvin says no. I just dug it out for you. Golly, he loved the engine. I do remember that, and it's just It was just an overgrown engine, is what that thing was.
That thing was like built like heavy duty. Like it was.
Hell yeah.
The way it was built was almost overkill. How heavy that thing was. Mad Hatter Mech. Oh, I remember that fucking thing.
Oh, see, Bachelor brought up a good one. The Engine V2, I used to use that quite a bit. Axial was by Unicorn. Okay. Mad Hatter, Mech, and RD. I remember all that shit.
Yep. The Freak Show.
Leak Show.
That was I think that was Wotofo Freak Show, right?
I believe so. God, so many things.
Yeah, Wotofo made a few good RDAs.
Yeah, they did.
Billet boxes and mechs. You gotta be fucking crazy.
Dude.
Mechs are just, the only thing good about mechs is that they'll last forever because you can always service them yourself. And mechs are good. They're not bad. I can't lie and say mechs are nice.
I've still got a total maybe of 4 mechs.
Yep.
One of them still brand new. The one that Tenacious did.
Oh yeah.
Now, what was the first one he made? What was that called again?
You asking the wrong person.
God, this is bad because
I
normally
might have both of his too. Because I remember, wasn't the second one a 21700 and was like wavy or some shit?
Yeah, so the first one, I did a review on that one. The second one, he just happened to send it at one point in time, but it was like it had been out already or something. I can't remember what the deal was on it, but I don't remember if I did a video on that one now. I know it never got used, but...
The Cherry Bomber, that shitty ass box mod.
Holy shit.
I remember that fucking
That
thing.
just sounded scary.
Yep.
That or the, what was it, the little cricket or what was it?
Noisy Cricket.
Noisy.
People were fucking blowing themselves up with that thing.
How in the hell you want to name something the Noisy Cricket? That just sounds like trouble right there. The Dreamer, that's what it was. That was his first one. The second one was like the Keen or something like that.
I bought a stamped Vapin' Fagan Octane Mech all black. I'll sell it for $350.
Damn. Going ham up in this joint.
An Octane. What? I gotta look. Octane. Let me check my vaping filing cabinet here.
Yep. The Ardent RDA, I've got that too. That was the Ardent's what went on top of the King, correct? No, I'm asking our folks out here. You know what?
Hanger Tech is high-end vaping.
Damn, you're nasty.
I think I shit my pants on that one.
Yep, because look at this. It's a little dingy. That's it, folks. It's never been used.
Oh, you got the atomizer, right?
Yeah, the one that went with it. Yep.
Yep.
There it is in her, even though she doesn't look, she's been sitting for a good while, but yep.
I gotta see which one I had.
That even proves to you more. I hadn't put a build in that joker yet. Maybe I should do that one day. Y'all wouldn't know what to do if y'all see me just... Here, we'll do this. Somebody, while you're all on Facebook, y'all can start spreading. Go ahead and take your screenshot. Like, I'm advertising mechs now. This is my new thing. There you go. Y'all can post that around. The Lucid, it was... you know, to be honest with you, I think I've got a Lucid somewhere. I don't know. I can't remember. I know the Dreamer mech. That was one of the only mechs I think that I ever used just a bunch of. Because again, I wasn't a huge mech guy, but something about the Dreamer, I enjoyed it. Which one you got?
Is this the Dreamer? I don't...
It should say it on the side in big letters. That looks like it.
Got the one that you got.
Yep.
Heavily patinaed.
Yep. I've got a black DLC version of the Dreamer. Oh, hold on. No. You know what?
This is...
No, you've got the Keen. I've got the Dreamer. I guess.
No, wait, what is
Yeah, I do.
this Dreamer on there? What the fuck is that?
I thought I had a Keen too.
Yeah, this is the Dreamer.
Yeah, but yours says Keen on it where mine doesn't.
Oh, does it? Which one is this?
Hold on.
I can't keep up with these fucking things. You are so... The Keen was my first hybrid. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have a hybrid.
Here we go. Here we go. This is the one, Mark. This is the one you got.
Yeah, there you go.
I got this one, and this was the first one I got. I think this is what I did the video on. The Black Dreamer. This thing feels like a freaking... I won't say the word on YouTube because I'll probably get kicked off, but this is the one I used to use all the time.
Yeah, I had 2 Dreamers, but I swapped the caps and made mine like a 2-tone before I got rid of the other one, or not that one. This
Yep.
one, I swapped the bottom and top caps.
Dude, as heavy as this thing was, I thought I'd left a battery in it, but it's just heavy. I was thinking, God, I can't believe I left a battery in there that long.
Ooh, that motherfucker stinks. God,
Ooh, yeah, it does. I tell you what, though. Again, not that I'm some expert on damn mechs or anything, so folks don't go nuts, but the buttons on the Dreamers feel real good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They got like just the perfect tension on them. See? Listen to that smooth button. You don't hear any crunching or anything going on.
Smooth magnets.
Hold on, let me go on and get me another hit off
Or
this
you guys
mech.
like the Bestia? Oh my god, the Bestia! I remember that fucking thing.
Dude, I had the Bestia for about, I think I don't know, I probably had it a month maybe or 2 and then realized it just wasn't for me. Even though that was a cool ass mech, as small as it was, and being a 21700.
But I sold that right when I got home because Angela wanted it and she never touched it. Never. She just wanted it because everyone else there bought one.
I put it up in my Facebook group and bam, it was gone just like that, quick.
Off to bed, folks. It's late here. Night all. Good night, Craig.
Later, Craig. Oh, Craig's going to do his own show. He said, I'm tired of this. I'm going to do my own thing. Craig, I heard you got your own show going, so I did hear about that.
2 minutes.
Okay.
2 momentos.
So speaking of the Bestia, of course you had to be, and you might have to be in that, but you would have to be in their Facebook group, and when they would do their drops, you had to get your name in on that list. I'm guessing maybe that's still how it is, but I was sitting somewhere getting tires put on a vehicle, and it was like Black Friday, and I just happened to open my phone up, and it was early in the morning, and I had just got, I think it was an email where my name was selected to be one of the ones to get one. I was like, holy shit, because I'd been trying for a while. So I jumped on it, but I don't know. What else we got going on? Oh, Craig ain't going to respond. He jumped out that quick. Yeah, those Bestie, I mean, they look cool as hell. I liked them. I mean, of course, they weren't cheap at all, but not being a Met guy, it was sitting there for a while, and it was like, man, there ain't no reason to keep holding on to this damn thing. The Kennedy Cobblestone. Man, there's probably so many damn... Oh, there you go. I knew Craig couldn't resist. There's so many mechs out there, too, that y'all could probably just sit there and name off name after name, and I probably hadn't heard of half of them, but I always like looking at some of the pictures I would see on, like, Facebook and stuff like that, or just people randomly throwing pictures up of mechs. You can see some cool ones, but I don't know why I never, because I feel like I've done a lot of this stuff, and, you know, I don't know, doing the mech thing never stuck with me like others. Heavy was hardcore into that shit.
Did anyone watch the State of the Union?
It might be going as we speak, or it might be getting.
Started at 8, I think.
Okay, well, that means it's been going for about 20 minutes now.
The penny mech with the penny on the. I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, that was what I was just saying. Man, there's been so many mechs that it's like anything else. I can't remember. I guess because I never got that deep into mechs, not keeping up with them, but I know there was
Yeah.
a shit ton of them made. Most of the time, the way I would know about new mechs, like way, way back, Heavy was into them so big, and he was always buying different mechs. So he would show them off. They'd look cool as hell,
Oh yeah.
and it would be at a point like, because Heavy could make a good salesperson for something like that because he'd show it off. I'd be like, well, damn, that would be kind of cool to have that. But then I knew after sitting there for a while, I'd be like, no, I'll just get it, and it ain't going to get used at all.
I like them, but like the first couple of vapes is like perfect, but then once the battery starts dropping, the vape just starts going down from there.
Well, that was a big thing with me, too, because I've always been in a position to where, like, if I'm going somewhere, I don't want to take batteries and all that shit. I just want like a dual battery device that's going to last me for what I need to do throughout the day. So something regulated, something pretty cool that I know I can get through at least a day on and not have to tote around extra batteries and shit. But
That was my biggest thing, always bringing batteries, and like
yep,
it took you a while to figure out or know when to change the battery out. Like you would tell like how when the vape was really low, it's like, all right, take the battery out, you know.
because dude, I can't tell you how many times because we never knew it, and you always felt like you needed to be better prepared. But when we first started going to all these expos and shit like that, and we started traveling around with this crap, dude, man, I'd have so much shit packed up that would never even get used, but you were always scared. Well, hey, I like this device and I want to take it, but maybe I take it and it breaks down and I need to have something else. And, maybe if that one. And then I want to have my options of a few different things since I'm going to be somewhere a whole 3 days at that. And then towards the end, we finally got it sunk into our head. You only really need one device and a couple of sets of batteries, and you're pretty much good to go then.
Every time. Each expo, you brought less and less.
Yep. Because even on the expos, what would suck is that you take all this shit and you wouldn't even take into consideration, especially if you were flying to these things, of all the extra shit that was coming back with you on top of the shit you took. So,
Yep. And you were never even in your room to like build or
nope,
use any of the shit. You had
nope,
one mind with you the whole time.
not at all. All right, so we've got the vaping shit done. Now we're ready to start up. I guess we'll pick up from where Mark left off last night with his Omegle. So we'll see if we can't interview some more people over
Oh,
here.
good Lord. That's just,
I was telling Mark I dropped in on his feed right towards the end when he was doing that, and just kind of in the shadows a little bit, and just laughing my butt off because it's just
even Omega last night was horrible. There was like nobody
yeah.
willing to talk.
I was seeing that, and then the one chick you was talking to about, I guess her family vape.
Yep.
She didn't sound like she had. Her story was all busted up, but
Yep.
there was like a 5-year-old sitting there hitting on a damn disposable, and I was like, dude, can you imagine how many kids are sitting in their room doing shit like that?
All of them. They have to be.
Yep.
Everyone I come across on Omega, young as shit, they're all fucking vaping.
Marshall Key says, Cherokee, I know that I like a consistent vape. Scott and Mark hit on exactly why I don't like them. I had one that was enough.
Yep. I like, they set it at 50 watts. You have 50 watts all the way till the end.
Yeah.
None of this like 50 watts and it gets lower and lower and lower.
Yeah, I I like being consistent all day. And again, unless you're in some type of job where you can use a mech all day long, which I am clearly not, you know, and you have that time to mess around and constantly carry around some battery. I mean, if it's for you, yeah. But for me, it's just, it doesn't fit my day. So
Even then, though, you had to use like good batteries, the right batteries. They couldn't be too old,
yep.
or else they wouldn't last. Like it was just too much shit had to be like perfect for it to be a perfect vape. I mean, when you first put that battery in, the vape was better than the regulated mod, but that didn't last long at all.
And even now, which I still do from time to time, but I've gotten so I've gotten so used to some of these devices I've got that the coils are limited to 70 watts or something like that. I've gotten used to that wattage, and I enjoy that wattage now, and I enjoy the vape I'm getting off that wattage. I don't need some hot vape burning my lungs up and trying to blow out the biggest cloud in the world, even though I know you're getting awesome flavor and all that shit, but I'm satisfied with what I'm getting and not having to push the limits to get it.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing about a mech mod. Like you have to build for that mod. With a regulated mod, you could build any fucking thing, 5 wraps, 6, whatever.
Yep.
And you could put it on there and adjust it. With the mech mod, you got to build specifically for that vape you wanted, and that battery, and yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
So some people had to use the whole coil calculator and figure out the diameter and the wraps and all that shit. And like, fuck all that.
Yeah.
That's why I think I started using the Tricore Fuse Claptons so much, because they ohmed out to a perfect 0.1 when I used 2 of them. So I didn't have to use any coiling tools or calculators or anything like that. Trailer trash Fagin.
Now, still once in a blue moon, I might pull something out that's higher wattage just to sit out in the garage and, cloud the shit up for a minute. But at least 95% of the time, I've got at least one pod on me, and I've got something that will do 70, 80 watts, mainly 70 watts. So HJ says, what you eating, Mark, since you didn't bring enough to share with everyone? Didn't your mom teach you better? Hell
We were
no.
supposed to have tacos, but the ground beef was still frozen. So Angela said, I found these hamburgers on the bottom of the freezer, so I made them. I'm like, when the hell do we buy hamburgers? So they probably were in there since we moved from the trailer park.
Damn.
With French fries. So I eat like a kid, pretty much.
Living Hint says, I know it's not Thursday yet. Tuesday is my dinner night as well. 6:24 Pacific time. Love to you all. Thank you, ST, for the post. Thank you, sir.
I run both my boxers at 40 watts of my light. What the hell? How do you go from 40 watts to 175 watts? Holy Christ.
Yeah, I couldn't. That's too much of a drastic change for me right there, but I don't know. But I'm not getting crazy tonight. I mean, 29 minutes is like really pushing some OT tonight. So there you go. I guess just a recap. Mark, are you done with Thursdays? Have you given up yet? Or are you going to try it some more?
We're trying it for another week.
Which will be this week?
Yep.
Okay. Which channel?
My main channel. We're not going to do it on the other one. Didn't do anything. The view count didn't do anything, so.
Okay. And then obviously Friday night, and then who knows what happens on the weekends nowadays. I mean, and then it'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and all the days are getting covered one way or another pretty much. So, but with that being said, we are going to wrap this shit up. Y'all have a good one. We will catch y'all next Tuesday.
Bye.
Smooth outro, folks. Later.
Dun, 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 dun.